Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and the time has finally come. The very last article of the Quictionary. It's the very last article of the fantasy section and of the entire Quictionary as a whole. And unfortunately, it is insultingly short. You want to know how bad? Well, let us just take a look. Sweetbolt. Sweetbolt is a term of endearment coined by Chris, and primarily used by his Electric Hedgehog characters. He considers it to be a clever play on the more familiar sweetheart. The spelling of the word is somewhat fluid. Chris variously spells it Sweet Bolt or Sweet Bolt or Sweetbolt. He also uses a less common variation on occasion, Honeybolt, as well as more elaborate flights of romantic invention like My Blossoming Zapbud. Just rolls off the tongue, that, doesn't it? Sweetbolt sounds awfully strange even in the context of Chris's comics, as when Rosechew refers to Sonichu as her Sweetbolt. However, it sounds an order of magnitude more bizarre when Chris uses it to describe himself. You're not wrong. I mean, what's wrong? More than you can possibly imagine. Ah, that salad was great. What's wrong, Sweetbolt? Yeah, I suppose so. I understand. I will never put it against you. Yes, as your Sweetbolt. Chris to Panda Halo concerning her rape at the hands of Clyde Cash. That seems a little bit too forgiving, but considering the circumstances of where, Panda Halo was only trolling Chris anyway, I suppose it doesn't even matter. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is literally the end of the article. I'm not joking. And now, as opposed to, just not doing this article at all, and just straight up just ending the articles where it came to sub-episodes, I kind of just want to straight up see, is there like comics? Well, I suppose there is, but this goes into much greater detail anyway. I straight up, I've done stresses already. I suppose really, oh, that's right, sex, will this cover? Yeah, I've done sex before. Relationships, I suppose. Love quest. Okay, so technically and I've done the reality one. So I suppose really when I think about it, I haven't really done like stresses or comics, but I suppose I could just do those in like a separate video anyway. So that will be that. The important thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that we've covered the entire Quictionary. And what's slightly sad now that we've come to this stage, oh, and of course you're wondering, I did the random access humor a few months before the Quictionary, so we'll click on that one anyway because I know I've already covered all these stuff anyway. So that's just for the end of that. So comics, yeah, okay, fantasies definitely, and stresses, yeah, I've done that. Okay, so comics and Christian Western Chandler himself, unfortunately, just so much of there just to get into. So that might, realistically, maybe I should have done the himself section long before, but I suppose, that's going to be a thing for another day anyway. So with all that being said and done, what exactly is going to be next for this, me talking about Chris? Because I've virtually covered just about everything I really needed to talk about. Because now we are moving on to basically the end game of talking about Chris. Even though the Geno Samuel documentaries are still ongoing and those are really fun to look forward to, the only thing now I want to do when talking about Chris is talk about the thing that started it all, the comics. Now, the issue with that is that how am I going to get some issues of the comics? Because I don't really want to like buy them off Chris. That's like, I don't particularly think that's like the best thing to do. So in times of like arguments and all that, and also because this video won't be seen for months anyway, the thing I'm going to do is go onto Reddit and just to basically ask the community, because I suppose we could do this. No, I suppose actually the super serious doesn't seem like discussion. We'll do the discussion one. Okay, done. Just asked on Reddit, and we'll see what happens. So, with all that being said and done, I think it's time we draw a veil or close the dictionary once and for all. A book so advanced that Chris could probably never even finish it, despite the fact that it's about himself. Kind of strange when you think about it, but that's kind of how it is. And with that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed the Quictionary, but I think it's time to say all good things must now come to an end. Farewell, my friends, farewell, for this really is the last you'll see of me talking about Chris Chan. Chaneri.